get back to work. It's interesting. Yeah, no, most people, Western Governors University, I get to take tests on my time. I get insurance that caters to me, right? Or a university that caters to me. You have the most intelligent human being on devices worldwide who's in epicenter of a military, quote, control manipulation zone is what I refer to it. Okay, on house arrest, basically, literally. And, we could run him over in the parking lot of Best Buy if it exists, and we could program people like we're programming a video game. We can't get them to do anything they want to do. And this guy takes everything that these educators from these institutions of philanthropy and just corrects it and obliterates it. And, you can sit and listen to them and then go, okay, here's where they're wrong. And they did this to me in Sierra Vista right off the bat. It's like, no. And they had people that get pissed. They had people that had their PhDs in Pascal, right? In Blaise Pascal. And I could come up and, he didn't even finish reading the whole book. We talk. We're in Me and the Father are one. It's okay, never mind. Okay. And that guy from the psychology department at the University of Chicago is like, well, but you didn't complete. No, I didn't read the whole works of Aristotle or Plato. No, they bored me. Okay, just like college, right? But you can explain the literature better than people that have their doctorates in it. I understand. Okay, I know. I had the same thing in college. It used to amaze Professor Lavergne. She thought, this guy's going to be brilliant. Okay, he's going to be an educator that helps change the entire world, which she was right. But it wasn't brilliance. It was humility. It was humble, faithful source of communication that was unafraid of living truthfully to stop us from being abused by the selfishness of lie. Okay. So yeah, brilliant. Okay. Like Haile Selassie, Jiddu Krishnamurti, D.T. Suzuki, Sun Yat-sen, brilliant, right? You're talking about a brilliance that doesn't require competition, but just requires immaculate faith and the courage of kindness to maintain it no matter what the selfish people know. It's my information. You have to pay for my information. We already are paying for your information. Your information's bad, and it's killing people. Okay. My understanding of truth, faithfully, isn't bad and doesn't kill people. Okay, now park the semi-truck. We don't, if we need, log trucks, Brian Regan, he's a Mormon kid, and I know who he is, thanks to my sister Linda. And I'm glad, thank you, Linda. Brian's hilarious. So he knows me, and I know him. And past, present, future operate at the same time. William Cosby. Guys, William Cosby's life, he tried to be a very good person. Okay. And when he was a public figure that was getting better at his morality and getting better at things and stuff like that, they attacked him even harder to downplay his influence. Okay. They did the same thing with Michael Jackson. Okay. The more you get up and try to do the right thing, the more they attack you to make your influence not. No. Okay. All I'm really saying is they don't really care about us. Okay. No, Michael's a good person. Okay. Natalie was really upset when he passed away. And stuff, but no, Michael Jackson is a good person. Okay. Very distracted, yes, because it was like the whole thing, like Will Smith said about old Martin Lawrence. They're trying to kill me. And he goes, Martin's a real good guy, but when they attack you because they think this person's having a fit of morality, a fit of and they see it as the scientists that here and in Sierra Vista, they see it as unreasonable. Well, you can't do it. People won't do it, right? Just because you've been. The thing about it is, if you go read the Bible and you read about David and you read about Jesus and you read about Mordecai and Esther, okay, they send spies. They have paid spies to go and watch everything we do. And okay. Then they think we have spies too. We don't have spies. What happens is the servants that work in their house understand what jerks their bosses are. And then they hear them plotting against Mordecai, and then they come tell Mordecai, they're going to do this to you. I don't want to lose my job because I got to pay my bills, but I don't want bad things to happen to you. And that's a horrible human being, right? And that's same thing that happened with Jericho, with Joshua, we didn't have spies. We'll send scouts out for reconnaissance, make sure there's there's spies, and there's a difference. Okay, they call theirs scouts. They're not scouts. Okay. A scout is somebody that goes out ahead to make sure the women and children are safe from rapists. Okay? Tonto and scout, foolish and scout, right? Goes foolish. Silly of me to go around with crazy guy wearing a mask around, thinking money is real. What kind of indigenous person am I? Okay. You're just a lover out to score. They're trying to have good moral values in the Lone Ranger. They're trying. Okay. But they're very askew because, idolatry isn't real, and it's repeated over and over again in La Biblica. But all these people know. Guys, if it says this and then it says that, okay? If 2 and 2 is 4, and then when they sin God, it's 7 or 14, whatever he wants it to be, they're lying. Okay? You just follow the math. God's omniscient and omnipotent, and neither a first person nor a possessive pronoun be. So Jesus isn't saying he's God. He's explaining to them that they're not. He's correcting their math. Do you understand? They have bad math. Bad math, right? And Blaise Pascal, you cannot grasp the infinite with the finite, so don't even bother. It'll drive you mad. And that's what scientists are doing. No, well, we got to prove it. You don't have to prove it. You can destroy the entire solar system by building a collider to try to to break down matter and cause a wormhole that could, you see, that's why most people don't do it. Right? You don't need to. You already know. Why do you need to answer a question that you already know the answer to the question to? Because you got to prove it. Okay, where are you going to keep infinity? In a box? How much diamonds do we have to bring into space to make sure that the market is stable? They're stupid. Like Crichton said, 2 and 2 is 5, stupid. And the people in Hollywood live in a rarefied world. Guys, they sit there because I can't. There are other people like me, probably not as efficient of immune system as me. Some might have just as efficient or more. I don't know about more, because they're not the Messiah. But people, I want him to heal. I love him. He keeps everybody safe. He's not afraid to protect everybody with the truth. And you're selfish. So yeah, they don't have a better immune system than me. So it's just true. Hey, come back, Carl. Just go get on your Humvee and go kill people in Panama for drug money. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. I like David Spade too. He's from Idaho. You know that? Okay. Dana's from Montana. Dana Carvey from Montana. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. No, they said David Spade's from Ajo. I had friends from Ajo. They're all Mexican. He was the only white guy. I was like, no wonder he's got such a good sense of humor. Okay. No wonder he's so sarcastic and funny. This white boy's funny. Don't kick his ass. He's with us. Okay. He's with us. He's funny. He makes us laugh. He's our court jester. You from Ajo and you're okay? Okay, wow. You white and you didn't get your ass kicked every day. Oh, no wonder you're so funny. Okay. He teaches us how to be sarcastic with white people. He tells us what a plátano piñatas is. Okay, okay, guapo. I'm just kidding around. Oh, just having a good time. But guys, it's a Mexican thing. You wouldn't understand. Yeah. So all these people, you're like, no, guys. My whole life, okay, when I was in Las Cruces, I was lightheaded and, güero, and everybody thought my dad was Mexican and my mom was white. Just like with the Ponces, Mr. Ponce is Puerto Rican and his mom was Irish, Irish Catholic. My mom was Irish Catholic and my dad was, no. Well, they did say that my grandmother's, biological father was Muzzle White and was Cherokee. Okay, but since that's been proven not so by the Mormon Church genealogy place, so we have all these things that it's the same thing like with the Mormon Church genealogy place that my grandma Kramer has no Jew. It's like, okay, but how did we get this Jewish nose, and how did Mom get the Barbra Streisand nose, and Grandma had a Jewish cookbook. You don't run around in Germany and they pretending to be a Jew. It's just not kosher. Okay, you have to believe. You know what I'm saying? You do something because you believe in it eternally. Okay, because it works for you, because it's right. Righteousness rules, so I'll forgive you this time, for you are being very ignorant, not insignificant. I guess you just hope to be. Dope as me. I can hear you flee, because the pressure's too much for you. I'm your professor, and guys, I don't mean to be it's not to be a professor. When you're right, you're right. You got to be right. When you're right, you got to be right, because righteousness rules. Jerusalem, Jews rule in peace. Okay. And we need peace. Otherwise we'll destroy everything. We don't have life. And I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So it's not that hard. Let's see that Petersons are smart. I had a Peterson. He died from cancer, from being a cop in Montana. And his dad was a bigot and used to yell at him all the time that he was a pussy and a spick and a nigger lover, and it was horrible. And then every time people at the police department reminded him of his dad, he had to go drink because he wanted to kick the shit out of him. I was like, your own dad, yeah. It was real hard on his mom. The way the dad would attack the boy because the boy was kind and not bigoted. Dave was one of the best guys you ever met. He lost his family because he was an alcoholic. So his wife, the state, it was hard for him to conduct his life through all this stuff, through the bureaucracy, going to the reservations, going to low-income homes and watching the mom get the kids while the dad was working at the mines, and the mom was going to the bar and having sex, and it happened with the kids in lockup. He saw it all the time. Derek. Mom having sex with guys at the bar, having guys come over from the bar. They had porno and booze and drugs and parties all the time. The oldest daughter has Down syndrome. She's 18. Derek's 13. They're watching porno. She wants to have sex. She talks her brother into having sex. The little brother watches and wants to too. Derek was 13, didn't have Down syndrome. He got incarcerated. His mom on the phone. Damn you, Derek. Look what you did to me. Now I got GPS coming here all the time, blah, 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 blah. And you're on the phone and you have to listen in to make sure the phone calls are appropriate, but you can't yell, you stupid bitch. You stupid fucking bitch, what you've done to this poor kid. You put him in charge. He's a good kid and he had trouble navigating through. It's the same thing happened with Jason from Montana. And you'd listen. And what was the other kid? The real handsome kid that was our house. I can't remember his name, but from Colorado. Dad did the same thing. Okay. They all did that. It was mostly the white families. Okay. The local white families in the small towns. Used to be her town and all the gossip. Okay. The black families from Flint and all that. Honey, you do as they say and you make sure you're okay and be okay. I'm glad you're safe. They'll help you get right and get out of there, and then we'll get back together. Totally different. Radically different. Just let's get through this, and then it won't be on your record, and you'll be able to start again and get a college scholarship, and you just want to jump through the phone and give David, their mom a big hug and a kiss. You are so sweet. You, Flint, just trying to raise little boys to be men, and I love. Right? Jalen's mama, right? We'll talk later, assholes. I got chores to do. I'm fixing their technology, and in order to do that, you can't fix their scientists. They won't be fixed. Peace out.